Okay, well, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I always felt like I thrived in urban environments because of that. So much so that when I was looking at colleges in the beginning, and even when it came time to make my decision, I was really looking for larger institutions. And so much so that the only small school that I even applied to was Centre College because my mom had heard of it, and she really insisted on me looking at it. So one day, I'm sitting outside eating lunch with a couple of my good buddies, looking out at Preston Highway, and the topic of colleges comes up again for probably what was the 100th time. But this one sticks out in my memory because the conversation took a different path than it had all those times before. I'd recently taken a visit to Centre College, again at my mom's request, and this visit was playing in my head over and over and over again, and I just had to get that thought out. I wanted to bounce my idea off of them, so I just went out there and I said it. I hadn't made my decision yet, but I went ahead and told my friends that I was considering going to the smallest school called Centre College. It's in Danville, Kentucky. I don't know if you've heard of it. And I think that when I said that, I was waiting for a disapproving remark, something that would bring me back to the original plan, which every other time we had talked about this before, it was in the context of larger institutions and kind of hinting at the fact that we were going to go to college together. And the response I got was very, very different from that. My best friend looked at me after processing it for a second, and he said, that's really different. But that makes sense. Because you've always been different. I went home that day and nothing changed. I didn't make my college decision that day or even weeks after. But when it finally came time to make the decision, those words were there. And even more so, the affirmation of my friends from that conversation that day was still there. So if I had to give advice to anyone out there trying to make a decision themselves right now, it would be to really go out there and find people you're close to who view you differently than you view yourself. Because I really do think that their perspective may change how you look at your college decision and ultimately may change how you look at yourself.